Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino, and I'm looking at beers. Today's beer is right here. It's the Tipsy Barrel Radler. The Tipsy Barrel Radler from 13 Barrels Brewing in Bathurst, New Brunswick. This is 4.5% alcohol by volume, so it is higher ABV than most Radlers that I enjoy. Here's what I've noticed with Radlers. Radlers are one of the styles that normally I like from a big brand company more than a small company. I love Bud Light Radler. I love Oda Kringer Citrus Radler. I love Stiegel Radler. I love those three. I like Rickard's Radler. I like... The fucking list goes on and on and on. But the Radlers I like the most, other than Tricycle from BC, is usually Macro Radlers. And the reason for that is because macro beer is basically flavorless when you look at a macro lager. So when you mix it with fruit juice, you're basically just getting the fruit juice, and it's heavenly. A lot of macro Radlers are under 3%. You usually range from like 2.4 to 3.5. Craft Radlers are usually in the 4 to 5 range. This one's 4.5. Again, I'm going into this, I'm in love with their stout. I am in love with 13 Barrel Stout. But I'm going into this knowing that there's a possibility I'm not going to love it because I like Macro Radlers better. But only because, again, I think that the macro beer as the base beer is so much better to showcase the juice. There are some styles that sometimes the macro guys can do better. Not a lot, but there are some styles. So anyway, let's get in. Oh, wait. First, brewed in Bathurst, New Brunswick. Product of Canada. Return for refund where applicable. This ain't getting returned for a refund. I'm sorry. I'm in the fucking Arctic. I'm in Nunavik. It ain't getting returned for a refund. Brewer's notes. Mild and approachable pale ale infused with grapefruit and blood orange. There's tasting notes. We're not going to read that. Perfect for... We have barbecue, basketball, and is that picnics on a rainy day? I love this stuff, though. I think that's picnics on a rainy day, barbecue. And if you're going to eat a basketball, this is what you want to... So it's basically saying it's perfect for, like, sporting. And, I mean, Radlers are actually perfect for sporting. Macro Radlers, because they are under 3% alcohol. And they have fruit juice in them. So they're just very refreshing. Okay. So first and foremost... It has a beautiful haze to it. Not all macro Radlers have that haze. Some of them are crystal clear, and that's just wrong when you're mixing with juice. But some of them are. Like, say, Waterloo. Which isn't macro, it's craft in Ontario. But, you know. So, beautiful look. Bright white head. It is fading. Nice little snap, crackle, pop. Okay, scent. Can or glass first? Can or glass first? We'll do the glass first. My wife is yelling at the dog. My dog is half King Shepherd and half Husky. And he is from the Arctic. He's from Umiak, or Umeric, or Umjuak, mattering which pronunciation you go with. If it's basically French, English, or something else. And he has the best and worst traits from both breeds. He needs your undivided attention at all times and is super loyal and super loving. But at the same time, he has the husky fucking 2-year-old child energy level. So what he's probably getting yelled at is we have the sick baby at home. And unlike some dogs, like I've had a golden shepherd and stuff, that a golden shepherd, I've had a golden retriever and an albino shepherd that were both very, very, very mellow and very, very intuitive. And if the kid was sick, they just curl up with the kid and be like, I love you, feel better. Him, he's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, you're not moving, I can jump on you, oh my god. That's him right now. He tries to body meld with you. He's 110 pounds and he tries to body meld with you. Doesn't smell like much. Can. Oh, that's where the scent is. So glass, really nothing. Can, you do get the blood orange. Can, you do get the grapefruit. Can, you do get a nice malty sweetness. Can, just, I'm done now. You know what, let's try the beer. Slanche. Okay, so I went on and on about macro Radlers and the flavor. This actually has the flavor it says it does. Strangely, this actually feels like it is the same or slightly heavier bodied than their stout, which is weird as fuck. But the taste is really good. There is a little bit more of a bitterness on the back end than you would get from just normal grapefruit juice or something. Almost like the hops are pushing through, which is one of the reasons why I say that macro Radlers work so much better, because macro has no flavor at all. So there is a more pronounced flavor of hoppiness, of bitterness on the back end than I would have expected from anything that was even just grapefruit juice. Other than that, my god, beautiful blood orange flavor, crisp, sweet blood orange flavor up at the forefront, crisp, sweet and sour grapefruit notes. Excuse me. The notes remind me of a mixture of Stiegl Radler and Otakringer Citrus Radler. The only thing this has going against it is that slightly thicker mouthfeel and that slightly heavier bitterness at the end, because there is that craft beer bitterness. And I mean, when Sawdust City made their first butter tart beer, they made a butter tart beer and they hopped the fuck out of the back end of it. And I sat there and I'm like, okay, why would you do that? You're making a butter tart beer. It should just taste like butter tarts. You don't need to hop it. It shouldn't be hopped at all. And the same kind of goes for something like this. I understand that you're a craft brewery and you want to have those flavors imparted in your beer. You want to show that, hey, we do better than the macro guys. But at the same time, unless I'm getting some oiliness from like the skin of the grapefruit or just a huge punch in the face of the grapefruit flesh, I shouldn't have any bitterness on the back end of a Radler. It should be super, super refreshing, super, super easy to drink, and that's it. This is refreshing. This is easy to drink. I'd say it's super refreshing and super easy to drink. I wouldn't say it's super, super and super, super. Really good beer, though. Really good beer. This isn't something I could bring and give to my father-in-law or my dad or something like that. They'd be turned off on it because of that slight bitterness at the back end. This is something I could give to a lot of my craft beer friends, and they would like it more than they would like Bud Light Radler, because they look at me like I'm an idiot when I drink Bud Light Radler. Out of 10 on that, I think an 8 is worthwhile. I mean, my only complaint is the hop flavor at the back end. So yeah, I think an 8 out of 10 is a perfect number for that. That's a solid brew. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Au revoir. A bientôt. See you soon. Just putting my cup down for later. Bye-bye.